What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 10 battle for the NCP. It is hella late. It is currently 11:54 p.m. on January 23rd, and this is going up on January 24th. It's going up in basically 24 hours. No, not 24, 12 hours. And I have not played the game. I have not edited anything at this point in time. I literally have just done my slides, which I usually do post the recording, since I kind of moved into this new place. It basically it's going to be a challenge to get this up on time, but I'm going to do my best for you guys. I'm going to do my absolute best. I'm going to do what I can do. We are on a losing streak, though. We are currently, I believe, 6-3. Our differential's pretty good, though. I think we're like plus 17 or something along those lines. I honestly haven't looked at NCP in a while because we are actually having a bye week this week. There is a break week in the middle of the regular season and the playoffs, just to make so that we can catch up on all of our games. So Vepsis and I had a very difficult time scheduling our game. That's why we're playing at 12:30 a.m. is going to be our scheduled time. That's 7:30 in the morning for him. So it's literally the only time that we can actually get this game done. And because of that, we kind of have to postpone it a bit, and it is what it is, but everyone else is going to be having a break week as well, so we're going to find out who we're playing in the playoffs next week, or at the end of this battle, actually, because I think we're the last battle to be played, but we should be playing the playoff game not next week, but the week after. So after this very long-winded introduction, I just want to make sure and remind you guys that do me a favor, leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts on the battle down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and I cannot get there unless you guys join me on that road. But let's go ahead and reveal my opponent's team, because it is a very scary team. Starting off with the Urshifu, he's also got a slow bro. This team is just very threatening. It's got a full of team of, like, I guess Volturn and Regenerator, and I mean, it had a lot more Regenerator than before. Had, I think it was Amoonguss instead of Galarian Slowking rather, but he has the Slow Bros, Galarian Slowking and Slow Bro on the same team. He's got a ton of momentum. Honestly, I think every single Pokemon on his entire roster has momentum, except for Cradily and Gengar. That's it. Everything else gets it, and that's a very Vepsis team. His team is very, very similar to a lot of the teams he always drafts. He loves Rotom Heat. Slowbro, Diggersby is a very big favorite of him as well. Basically, I'm not surprised about this team. This group of Pokemon he has access to. It's that much of the Vepsis team. Regardless, we do hopefully want to get a win. The biggest threats on his team obviously is the Urshifu. Other than that, the Rotom Heat actually walls Tapu Koko pretty effectively, but so does the Type Null to an extent actually, because it can't rest up on me with electric terrain. There's also the Cradily, which resists my electric moves. It's very specially defensive. I gotta toxic that thing to get rid of it, so a lot of big threats. The Diggersby can easily be scarfed and fire off an Earthquake. The good news is we do resist the dual stab of the Noivern and of the Urshifu. That's very beneficial, and we weaken his team tremendously with the Tapu Koko. So let's go ahead and get started with our first mon. That is going to be our Koko here. We're running the Kebia Berry because he does have two poison types, being the Gengar and the Galarian Slowking. We also have the Urshifu to deal with, and we are taking neutral damage from Iron Head, so Poison Jab would be the play of choice, meaning that with the Kebia Berry, if it is a Choice Scarf set, we can then lure it in, we'll take the hit, fire off a Dazzling Gleam, and get the KO on that. That'd be amazing if we can do that. I don't want my opponent to get too many more kills with Urshifu than I have been getting in the BBR, but regardless, hopefully Tapu Koko can work for us. It is running speed for the Noivern here. We also, like I said, have the Kebia Berry for the Gengar and the Slowking and the Urshifu's Poison Jab. But the problem with this set is, because we're running Toxic or Store Power or something as a way to hit Rotom, we just lose to Rotom. We have to make sure that we can beat it 1v1. It does have reliable recovery through Pain Split, that is a thing, but this thing can set up for free on me. It gets access to Overheat, which is very strong, 130 base power move. It is going to lower his special attack by 2 stages, but really doesn't cause too many problems. We just need to make sure that we can weaken that thing and get rid of it with one of our other threats, and if we can do that, it's going to be a lot easier for our Koko to go in, because even then, Diggersby isn't appreciating taking a Dazzling Gleam because we're especially offensive, we're max special attack, timid nature. It's going to do a lot of damage to it, so we feel pretty good about that. Honestly, if you didn't bring the Rotom, it's just because he's B-teaming it. I'm kind of B-teaming it too. I just want to bring a team that could actually get a win, because I don't want to go in on a 3-loss streak. That might happen, but at the end of the day, we're in playoffs. It doesn't matter. We got the playoffs on our own merits. That's all that matters. We got there. That's it. Our next mon is going to be our Persian. Now, Persian Alolan form is really solid here with Play Rough and Knockoff as its only 2 attacking moves. It's not the best, I'm not going to lie, but with Taunt and Parting Shot, we can easily play around my opponent's team. Parting Shot won't work against the Diancie because it does get access to Clear Body, but we can knock it off. We can Taunt to stop from setting up Trick Room or Calm Minds or Rocks or whatever the case may be, and we can get onto different threats. that's kind of how I want to play it. We do have a pretty decent wall to Diancie in the form of my Scizor, so I don't expect him to necessarily bring the Diancie because, one, we get around the Trick Room set, we get around the Calm Mind set, and even if he's running the Mystical Fire, we could definitely be running an Aqua Berry to deal with it, so I don't really see it as being that big of a threat this week, but if it comes, we're prepared. I definitely feel like we have ways around it, even though Persian isn't going to be able to really do much to the Diancie. Play Rough is there as a lure to the Urshifu. Knockoff hits everything for really good damage. Getting rid of boots, getting rid of items is going to be super valuable for my opponents, for my team actually, against my opponents. And you see, look, this set loses to the Corviknight. It really does. But with Taunt and Parting Shot, we should be good to go there. I know it gets Mirror Armor, but I feel like we should be fine against it. I think we still switch out in that exchange because Mirror Armor, I believe, will lower my stats instead. I think is how it works. Could be wrong on that. Regardless, it is still a really cool set. Hopefully we can get the utility that we need from this Persian and just show out why it's such a good mon, and hopefully get a win with it. I believe we still have not gotten a win with a Alolan Persian coming to one of our battles this week. It's crazy how we have not gotten a win with this Pokemon yet. The speed on the set is there for the Gengar. We do need it here as a Ghost Resist because the Gengar is very problematic. My team only has the one Ghost Resist, and that is the Persian. We came a bit of that issue with the Spectrier, and Gengar honestly is a little bit better to my team than Spectrier is, so that is a problem as the fan goes off. Like I said, we have Taunt there to shut down a lot of notable threats, stop them from teleporting or slack-offing or Thunder Waving, Toxicking, resting, recovering, whatever. And then the big thing, we also lure in the Urshifu, fire off a Play Rough, get the KO on that. It is absolutely amazing. We definitely need to get that thing gone because it's a big threat. It really is. It's a very scary Pokemon. Our next mon is going to be our Scizor. Now, Scizor is running the Aqua Berry this week as a way to really take hits from certain things. We can't take a hit from the Rotom Heat. We can't take the Overheat. It's just not going to happen. It is so strong of a move, and we just can't afford to, I guess, have its fire off that Overheat. We gotta be making a prediction, expecting to go for a Volt Switch. Overheat isn't exactly super free against my team because it opens up for one of my later Pokemon, but it's still a very scary move nonetheless, and if he does go for Overheat, then we do have ways around it, so hopefully we can kind of play around that in the way we want to, and we should be able to do a lot of work with the Scizor here. U-turn, Bullet Punch, Knockoff are our attacking moves, and what they're going to do is basically force my opponents into tough situations with the utility that they provide. Knockoff getting rid of items like Choice Scarfs or Choice Specs or Life Orbs or Heavy Duty Boots or whatever the case may be, Assault Vests, Leftovers, who cares? It's going to be super valuable. U-turn for momentum. Honestly, what does he go into on, like, if I bring in Scizor on something like the Slowbro that's weakened, what does he go into? Like, what does he go into? If I go for a U-turn there, I mean, what does he go into? If I go for a knockoff, what does he go into? Like, he really doesn't have much to take this hit. Probably the Corviknight, and if he goes into Corviknight as I go for a U-turn, I have a very free Tapu Koko. Basically, our team has this really weird song and dance where, like, they play around each other really well. Like, I have really good answers to a lot of his threats, but he also has a lot of really good answers to my biggest threats. So it's going to be a very difficult, I guess, game to manage, but we have to make sure we stay in control, we keep ahead of him in momentum, and that's what I really want to get done with this week's battle. With our investment here, we do take a Jolly Banded Wicked Blow or Close Combat from the Urshifu. We also take a Timid Life Orb Noivern's Flamethrower after Rocks because of our Aqua Berry, and with our Aqua Berry as well, we take a Life Orb Adamant Diggersby's Fire Punch also after Rocks, and I put the rest into my attack with an Adamant Nature. We didn't really need anything else, and again, like I said, I'm not really going to go super in depth with my spreads. You saw my Persian spread before. It's basic. I really didn't go in depth. I just said, you know what, speed for the Gengar, max HP, the rest put in special defense to take hits from the especially offensive Pokemon. So yeah, like Scizor is not crazy. I could have invested more. I could have invested in nature a bit better, but it is what it is. Like, this is the Scizor. It's going to do a lot of work for us regardless, and I don't want to reveal too much because we might play Vepsis in the playoffs. Who knows? Our next mon is going to be our Keldeo. Now, Keldeo is a really cool set this week with Subtoxic, Protect, and Surf. The big reason is everything that wants to take a Surf doesn't want to take a Toxic. So something like the Cradily, something like the Type Null, something like the Slowbro, that's the big thing. I guess even the Noivern to an extent, but Noivern is going to be running Infiltrator maybe. Maybe that's why the sad face there, but at the end of the day, this thing is very strong. It forces out so many things. It forces out the Urshifu into the Slowbro. So if I go for a Toxic on the Switch and I go for a Sub, Protect, over and over and over, it can be very difficult for my opponent to deal with. So ideally, we can put the work in. The problem with that against the Slowbro is if he has one more Pokemon around, he can just keep getting Regenerator HP back the entire time, and that is problematic. But we should be able to wear it down because if it's going to be the combination of Slowbro and Slowking, then maybe we're going to have a bit of an issue, just maybe, because they both get Regenerator. But if it's literally Slowbro and anything else, then Surf can kind of beat it down. If it's Cradily, Toxic. There you go. That's it. So that's what our Keldeo is here for. It's here to toxic everything. It's one of our win conditions, but it's like an alternate win condition in a way. Other than that, the set on this Keldeo, wow, is for Urshifu and a modest Gengar. I believe we reach 163 in our speed. We kind of have a bit of a jump from 161 to 163, and Gengar reaches 162, and Urshifu reaches 161. So just by going to 163, we outspeed them naturally, which is amazing. Like I said, we toxic everything. We break things with toxic that we can't break with surf, and vice versa. And I wrote Infiltrator Noivern, but Infiltrator Noivern is spooky to deal with. It's very difficult to deal with, so hopefully we can kind of play around that. But we do have Coco, which resists its dual stabs. That is a thing, and we also have the Scizor, which I guess resists the Draco, which is also nice. Moving on, our next mon is going to be our Dragonite. This is our real win con with the dual Wing Beat, Waterfall, Thunder Punch, and Dragon Dance with the Adamant, Multiscale with the boots. Now this is there in case he decides to set up rocks. He does have a couple rockers, most notably the Diancie and the Greydilly. That's actually his only rockers. He doesn't get anything else. He gets spikes in the form of the Diggersby, and I believe that's it. So if we don't see the Diancie or the Greydilly, then no rocks, and it might have been a bad bring, but regardless, we kind of just got to play it that way. Don't want to have my multi-skill get popped, because if I can have multi-skill intact, then we can just set up on pretty much anything that doesn't have status. Let's say we know it's a Choice Scarf something that's slower than this. Maybe we know it's a Choice Banded something that's slower than this. Maybe it's a Banded or Shifu going for Wicked Blow or something, or Close Combat. Then we bring in Dragonite, and it's GG. So that is going to be our win con there. The dual Wing Beat hits literally everything on my opponent's team for neutral or better damage, except for the Rotom, the Diancie, and the Corviknight. Waterfall hits the Rotom and the Diancie for super effective damage. Thunder Punch hits the Corviknight for super effective damage. Explains? Why am I saying explains? It makes sense? Yes. There we go. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna put. Wow, I'm in just such a. This is what happens when I record at midnight, guys. I'm in such a weird mood, and I cannot speak this late at night. But regardless, like I said, this thing is really strong. It is one of our win conditions. It has speed on this set at +1 for literally anything that is not scarfed. So outspeed everything. It's basically just speed for Noivern at +1. I didn't really need speed for anything at neutral. Just didn't feel like it was necessary. Maybe the Diggersby, but we should outspeed an Adamant Diggersby with our set. We should, quote unquote. I haven't double checked that, but again, B team. Other than that, like I said, we do so much damage with dual Wing Beat. We have the other moves there as support, and if we get to +2, it's good game. It's GG. Like, he really can't do anything, because we should have everything weakened down to the point where we can just win with any attack at +2. That's it. We'll see what happens, though. This is going to be our Dragonite. Moving on to our final mon is there to support the Dragonite, the Coco. The Keldeo, it is going to be our Uxie here. Uxie running the dual screens once again with U-Turn and Toxic and the Light Clay. Our investment here on this set allows me to take a jolly, non-boosted Urshifu's Wicked Blow after rocks, and we also almost always take a timid Life Orb Gengar's Shadow Ball after rocks. It's literally 15 out of 16 times we take that hit. I literally could not invest anything more. It was just the way to go, so I felt like the Urshifu was more important. The Gengar hit was kind of secondary because we're running U-Turn and not knockoff. But if we get some screens, oh boy, it's going to be causing a lot of problems for my opponents. It's going to really be tough for him to break it and make it a lot easier for me to get to +2 potentially with the Dragonite. But guys, that is going to be our team here. We really don't have anything that's going to stand out as being a superstar in this role this week, or anything that's super memey or whatever. But trust me, this is a B team. It's just not at all what I would necessarily be bringing to a playoff game. It's a solid team, but it really doesn't have anything that I'm thinking like, you know what, this is a really strong set I should bring to next week, or next matchup we play. But yeah, that's gonna be our team, guys. Let's go ahead and jump right into the battle. But before we do me a massive favor, leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts on the battle down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and of course, check out my opponents. Let's jump into it. BBR, no, what? Wow, NCP, week 10, let's go. Wow. Okay, so we are back. Looking at this team, it kind of makes sense. This is kind of what I expected. There's his 6 scariest mons. Slowbro, Slowking, the core is here. The Slow Brothers, I guess, are here. What else is there? The Corviknight is annoying. Gengar as well. Urshifu and the Rotom. Good news is no immunity to electric, but he does have the Rotom, and that does resist it, and it's a pretty good check to Coco. So let's just put this in Slowking, Galarian, Slowbro, Urshifu, Gengar, Rotom, Heat, and then the Corviknight. You know what? Okay, this is my B team. We're gonna go ahead and just lead off with the Coco here. I feel no remorse doing that. Like, it's fine. If we lead off with literally anything, we're probably just gonna click T-Bolt unless it's the Rotom, and we'd likely make a switch. Likely. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But regardless, we'll see what happens. We can kind of weaken the Rotom pretty well, and that's the hope. We'll go ahead and lead off with Coco here. Once again, shout out to Liv for recording our side of the battle. Of course, she has been a huge help to us all season long, basically, for all 3 of our leagues, actually. But yeah, make sure you go and check her out. Her links are down in the description. Make sure to go check out my opponent. His link is in the description. Let's lead these off with Nino-chan, or Mora. That's it. This thing. Okay. This is a Slowking G. Galarian Slowking, level 50. If it's Assault Vest, we're doing 0 damage to it. That's a thing. Sludge Bomb will do, if it's especially offensive with a modest nature, actually has a chance to kill me. That's crazy. Let's just go for a U-turn. We're just going to go for the U-turn here. See what he wants to do to us. I don't know if this thing gets Toxic Spikes or not, but if it does, so be it. Does it get Toxic Spikes? It does not get Toxic Spikes. That's good to know. I don't think it gets Toxic either, which is good to know as well. But yeah, like if we get in on this thing with our Dragonites, then I mean, it gets Ice Beam, so that's a thing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But regardless, it could have the Curious Medicine ability. Doubt it will have that. Probably is gonna have the Regenerator, I'd guess. But we U-turn out. I didn't even see how much damage we did, so that's a thing. Whatever. We're gonna go hard into. We can go into Scizor expecting. I think Scizor's the play, honestly. We're just gonna do that. We'll go hard into Scizor. If he goes for a fire move, he goes for a fire move. It gets fire moves, yeah, it gets Flamethrower. And it gets Fire Blast. Let's see. What's coming out? What's coming out? Hey, there we go, he got me. That's fine, we have our Occaberry. We'll see if we take the hit or not. Occaberry. Ooh, we chew. Very nice. I will take it, and we did nothing to that, wow. Do I still need this thing? I don't even think I really need the Scizor, honestly. We can just go for a knockoff here. Get rid of whatever item it has. I think a knockoff would actually do really good for me. So let's go for the knockoff. Let's just get rid of the item. Again, see what he goes for. He might think we're going to go for a U-turn here. Maybe he goes for a Psychic or a Psyshock or a Poison move expecting a switch. Who knows, but yeah, I mean, this thing could definitely be Assault Vest, and I want to get rid of the Assault Vest as soon as possible because it is going to be a really annoying item to get around. As he just switches out, I'll take it. What is he going to go into here? The Gordon. Is that Rotom? Gordon Ramsay? It is. So we managed to get the Boots off, maybe? Specs? Scarf? What's it going to be? Boots. Okay, that's fine. I think it's a pretty free Volt Switch on his part, to be honest. Let's just U-turn out in case he goes for a Nasty Plot or whatever. So let's go for the U-turn. See what happens. I believe because he's levitating, it's not going to do that much, the Volt Switch. And yeah, we're going to take the hit. Very nice. So we're going to get a free U-turn off here. That's amazing. Kind of wish I went for the Roost, but it is what it is. We can kind of recover up on the Corviknight. I think we'd outspeed it. Actually, Corviknight's pretty speedy, isn't it? Jetfire. That's the Corviknight. Yeah, 67 base speed. It'll outspeed us. That's fine. So we can get the U-turn off. Okay. Alright, now let's think about this. Can't really go into Dragonite at this point. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't. Let's go into Coco. Let's just do it. Let's go into Coco. We do have a very free Thunderbolt here. We're going to weaken the Rotom. This is only resist. And we'll find out right away what kind of item he has on his Slowking as well. We'll find out if it's Assault Vest as well. And we know he's leftovers on the Corviknight. Let's go for the Thunderbolt. Very free here. He might think we're... I don't know. What do you think we are? I don't know, but whatever. He switches out. It's fine. What is going to? Mora. That is, once again, the Slowking. I probably think... Yeah, it's Regenerator as well. It's probably Assault Vest, to be honest. Yeah, that is 100% Assault Vest. Let's go for a U-turn. Let's go for a U-turn. Not going to do too much to us. Or we're not going to do too much to it. It's going to be a very annoying thing to break this Pokemon. We got to get rid of its item. But we can U-turn out. Solid damage once again. And we're going to go hard into Cerebro. Let's go into Cerebro here. Again, if we can get up some Light Screen, some Reflects for 7 turns, that'd be nice, or 8 turns, whatever it is. What is he going to go for? Flamethrower here, Psychic, Sludge Wave, Scald. Okay, so Scald and Flamethrower is revealed. That's fine. He did 29 points of health to me. I should probably take a look at that. Uxie, Scald. Let's see. Scald will do that. He cannot be modest. He's probably calm. And if he has no investments, that's a max. That's a min. Well, it's almost a max roll for no investment. So I think he's got no investment, honestly. Let's go for a... Let's go for... What are we going to here? Maybe the Urshifu? Maybe the Gengar? think the let's go for a U-turn here. Let's see what he wants to do. Let's go for a U-turn. I think he's gonna switch out, if anything, maybe expecting a special set to be going for a psychic, but we do manage to get that play right. He just switch out. Gengar comes in. Nope, back into Gordon. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that. We're gonna get some more chip off on the Rotom. We will take advantage of that. Get all the chip we can. We know it was boots. Oh, that's a crit. That did nothing. Didn't even think that was a crit. Okay. We know the Slowking has Scald and Flamethrower. We can go into Aramis here. Let's go freely into Aramis. Killer's gonna come out. And we're gonna fire off a Toxic. Ooh, actually no, we can't fire off a Toxic. Because he's got Assault Vest Slowking. Click on a fight again. We should have Protect, Calm Mind. No, Protect Sub, Toxic. Okay. Surf should do nothing to the Slowking if it's Assault Vest, right? Keldeo, 21. That's if it's no investment. If it's max special defense, it's a 16 to 20. That's no damage at all. I kind of want to just hard switch. Let's hard. Do we do that? Can we even afford to do that? What would I go into? Let's just go for a Surf here. We're just gonna go for the Surf. I think our play is gonna be to wear down the Slowking as much as possible, and kind of just go from there. Yeah, that's going to be our play. We just wear down the Slowking to the point where we can win something else. But more comes out once again. This Slowking is going to be such a pain in my ass. Oh my god, like I know it. Surf should do not too much to this. If we had enough and if we had boosting, then oh my god, that did nothing. This thing is going to be a problem. Okay, let's switch out and we're going to go back into the Uxie. Once again. Back into Uxie we go. Yeah, this Slowking. Like, I don't have a ground move. How much is our dual wing be gonna do to it with Dragonite? Dragonite +1. Dual wing does a lot. If it's max HP and no investment in defense, we do 68 to 81. So that's a thing as well. Flamethrower. Okay, that's fine. I think I just want to go for a Light Screen this turn. So we'll do that. And then we'll go for a Reflect the turn after. Yeah. That'll be the play. He just switches out. Gordon comes in again. We'll find out right away if we outspeed, and I'd like to hope we outspeed. I don't think we will. We don't have any investments. Rotom Heat. We are behind Light Screen now. I'd like to get up a Toxic on and just get a little bit extra chip. So let's go for the Toxic here. Let's do it. Let's fire off the Toxic. If it outspeeds, it outspeeds. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So be it. And we'll see. But if we get the Toxic off as... Okay, he goes for Overheat. That's not going to do very much to me. Wow, look at that. Look at that damage. Huge, huge damage. And it does outspeed me. We know that now. That's good knowledge to have. Okay. So it's got to have at least 116 in its speed stat. I think at this point here we can go freely for a U-turn. I don't really want to go for anything else. I think he's at -2 now. If he stays in, he stays in. Like, why would you stay in? I don't know. But he's going to go for the... Okay. Do we just go into Dragonite and try and click Dragon Dance? Because if he has Sleep Talk as his last move, then he's gonna go for Volt Switch maybe. But yeah, we're gonna go for a Dragon Dance here. Let's go for the Dragon Dance into Dragonite. Interesting, very interesting. We have our multi-scale. We have a Light Screen up for a couple turns as well. As we have the shiny Dragonite this time around, and we'll go for the Dragon Dance. Getting to +1 in speed and attack is going to be nice for us. Let's take a look. Dragonite +1 Sean. What is that? Slowbro. Okay. Slowbro. Wow, if it's max defense, we do nothing to it. We do 48 to 57. Insane. We have a Light Screen up. Question is, do we try to get to +2? I don't think so. I think we go for a Thunder Punch here. Let's go for the T-Punch. Try and weaken it a bit. That is our play, and hopefully we can really wear it down. Thunder Punch comes out. Oh, wow. Are we paralyzed? Hey, I'll take it. That's fine with me. And it's Helmet. Very nice. Psyshock. Okay. That still affects through Light Screen, which is nice. I kind of want to go for another one. Let's go for another Dragon Dance here. But wait. Before you do, I want to take a look at the calc. Light Screen. We don't have multi-scale anymore. Ice Beam. Oops, Ice Beam. We'll do 40 to 48. I'm okay with that. Let's go for a Dragon Dance. Let's go for the Dragon Dance. Let's fire it off. We have Light Screen up, which is very nice to have. Without that, that'd be kind of problematic. So thank God we do. As he stays in, I prefer Side Shock here over anything, to be honest. But let's see. Ice Beam. So we're going to take this hit. Yeah, we should not die to helmets. So let's go for the Thunder Punch here. We're at +2. Yeah. Oh, if we were weakness policy. If we were weakness policy, that'd be great. If we had Roost too, but his team just forces so much. Like, he brought all 3 of his mons that are resisting dual wing beat. But we should hopefully get a kill on something here. He switches out, understandable. Jetfire. We're gonna get the KO on this, that's nice. Hopefully we get the KO on this. I mean, I hope so. Thunder Punch. Yeah, so we get the KO on this at least. Not really a big deal. The slow bro is the big deal. That is the problem. If I was running Earthquake, I just only have contact moves. This'll take the hit. This'll chew. How much do we do to... Okay, a neutral. How much do we do to the Slowking? Going Slowking. We do 45 to 54 still. Slow bro. Defensive. No terrain. We're not going to KO this thing. And we're going to drop to the second hits because we don't have Earthquake. Let's go for a Thunder Punch. Let's just weaken this. Because if we weaken everything to the point where there's only a Slowking left, then that's a benefit for us too. So yeah. We survive the hits, and he breaks through again. Kind of hoping you win, but that's okay, because we could have gotten another hit off on something. He'd have to either sack the Slowbro, or have something else die. And Light Screen is gone out too. That's okay, we go into Scizor here. Ooh, Let's see. Yeah, let's go Scizor. I'm fine with that. We just click U-turn, because if he switches out, so be it. And he stays in, then we get rid of the Slowbro. And we'll lose our Scizor in the process, but that's fine. Let's go for U-turn. What's he going to go into? I imagine he goes into the Rotom, potentially. But Rotom is asleep. Yeah, so he's going to switch out here. This honestly feels like an A-team from him. I'm not bringing my A-team at all. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised at this kind of team from Vepsis. But yeah, it's like this is his exact motive. He plays super stally, super relaxed, not relaxed, but just he lets you beat yourself. I think we kind of have to go into we gotta go into Keldeo here, don't we? But we can't. We go into Coco here, I believe, and we go into Coco. And we click U-turn, I guess, and we just gotta try and weaken this thing as much as possible. I mean, Thunderbolt should still do a solid chunk to it. I hope, at least. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we're not gonna win this game. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. We're probably gonna get 5-0 in all honesty. Just, his team is super bulky, and he just plays around with the pivots. Let's go for a... how much is Rotom gonna take from the Thunderbolt? Rotom Heat, level 50. 24 to 28, it's got max HP. Let's just go for the Thunderbolt here. That's fine. That's fine. Does he have Sleep Talk as his last move? Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know. But if we can weaken things to the point where we can win with something else, that'd be great. But this Rotom is going to be an annoying Pokemon to deal with. That is for sure. Fast Asleep, no Sleep Talk. Let's see. Sleep Talk, okay. So he's going to roll Volt Switch or Overheat. One or the other, we'll see what he does. Volt Switch, okay. That is fine, I guess. That's fine. Huh. What is he going to bring in? Mora again. Okay, obviously. We're going to do nothing to this thing. We have to go for... let's go for another Thunderbolt here. He's going to go for a Flamethrower or a whatever, but let's go for Thunderbolt. Maybe we can get 10% power. I think it's 10%, but we really don't have any other option here. Like, I can't really break the Slowking. Just that's what happens when you prep in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Flamethrower comes out. Shouldn't do too much to me. 124. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he burns me. That sucks. Let's just roost up here. Yeah, that burn is going to make so we can't take the next hit. So we'll go for a roost here. Don't know what he's going to go into, but he gets the flamethrower burn. That's fine. We're already doing nothing to this thing. We're already doing nothing to this Pokemon. We'll see if he has a Sludge Wave. He probably does. I mean, honestly, I'd be surprised if he didn't, but... Flamethrower again. Yeah. This Pokemon is a problem. We'll take the next hit. Let's just go for a Thunderbolt here once more. Weaken it as much as we can. If he goes for Sludge Wave here, he goes for it now. One more Sludge Wave. Thunderbolt, whatever. Flamethrower again. We should take this. Yeah. 28 down to 19. So we'll take another one after. So we'll go for a U-turn here. Go for a U-turn here. Let's do it. He's totally Assault Vest. Like, I know he's Assault Vest. Okay. And we'll go into Keldeo. Because why not? Really, I'm playing this game super relaxed because I don't have any other, I guess, opportunity to do anything. Like, there's really nothing I can do to break this. Sludge Bomb. Okay. 177. Wow, they did half. Let's go for a Surf. Let's go for a Surf. It's gonna stay in. Shouldn't do half, it should not. Wow, that is nothing. And Psyshock. So Psyshock will get the KO on me. As it does not. Okay, I'll take it. Let's go for a Surf once again. You know his full moveset now. It's a dual stab, Psyshock, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, and Scald. Let's go for a Surf. So we have Psyshock, got Scald, Flamethrower, and what is it called? I'm trying to think the name of it. Oh my god. Yeah, Sean comes back in. That makes sense. And Sludge Bomb. This shouldn't do half. Oh, nice, it does. Great. So we'll be able to go for another one, but he's going to be switching out into the... What is that thing called? I can't think of the name. He's going to switch out into the Galarian Slowking now. But we just go for it anyways. Let's go for the Sludge Bomb, this Surf again, whatever. Like, eventually we're going to crit through it as well. That's a thing too. But he's just going to keep switching around. Mora once more. This is... Oh my god, it just gets back so much health. It gets back so much health. Oh my god. Wow. Let's just go for another one. Again, like, it does not matter. We're just going to go for another Surf here. You guys may be thinking there's better plays, and there probably are. But actually, yes, Surf, it doesn't matter. Like, we don't have to reveal anything that we have here. But he's going to switch out once more, back into Slowbro. So he's just going to play around this. Like, he's going to play around this over and over and over, which, fine, so be it. Like, it is what it is. Like, again, eventually I'll crit, and we're going to do nothing, but eventually I'll crit. Let's go for it again. This is Vepsis in a nutshell. This is what he does. This is what he does. I'm sure the people that are in the call, because I can't hear my headphones off. Surf again, yeah. I'm sure the people in the call are like going crazy, like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is Vepsis. We know this is what he does. But let's Surf here. Maybe we get the KO on it. Who knows? We do not. Does he get paralyzed? He's fully paralyzed. I'll take it. Let's go for another Surf here. Let's go for another Surf here. Why not? Why not? We have 18 Surfs left. That is not enough. I'll be honest, it's not enough right now. But he's gonna switch out once more. Wish I had Pursuit. In comes Mora once more. Back at basically full. This thing being a poison type is so annoying. Let's go for it again. Like, he's not even attacking me. Let's go for it again, Surf. Like, this is the perfect playstyle for him because it's working well. He has all of his momentum getting Pokemon. He has all of his ridiculously bulky walls that are just going to do whatever they do, and then he's going to win late game with Urshifu and Gengar. He may not even need them because these walls are just so damn fat. Let's go into... I'd want to go into Salem, but Salem is terrible here. Like, it doesn't really do much for me. I don't even have U-turn on it. I have parting shots, which doesn't help me in this situation. Let's go. Yeah, let's go into Salem here. Let's go into Salem. Let's do it. Yeah. And let's... We shouldn't do much with knockoff to anything that's going to come in. Like, it's going to be the Rotom here. I have really nothing that can do anything against the Rotom anymore. Let's go for a parting shot here. We have Taunt, which is nice to help against the Rotom. Like, it can't recover against us, which is something, at least. But we'll see, we'll see. Comes the Rotom, right? Sean. Okay. Interesting. We'll go hard into Coco. Whatever. Fine. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Go into Coco. I know we're gonna die to burn the next turn. I'm just like, I've given up at this point because I'm not interested in playing around all this bulk. Like, it's 1 in the morning for me. I'm not interested in doing this at this point. Like, it's done. I have to edit this video. It's going up in less than 11 hours. So, don't really care anymore at this point. I don't think Timer's a win con for us either, so let's just go for a Roost. But let's just do it. Let's go for a Roost. Get some recovery back. See if he goes for Psy Shock. He probably goes into Mora once more. Yep, switches out, goes into Mora. Like, I'm done. Like, I may actually just forfeit the game here and just say it's a 5-0 because it's going to be a 5-0 anyways because I'm not interested in playing this game when I have to be asleep. So, I don't know. I feel like I should do that. Should we just run and not waste the time? I don't know. I feel like there's so many people in the chat right now who are just like, I see Leo's talking, I see D-Ray's talking. I feel like they're like, no, don't do it, don't do it. Let's just go for it. Just go for a Thunderbolt. Doesn't matter again. Like, we cannot break this thing. We cannot break his team. If we play him, but it is what it is. Oh, we get the paralysis now. Great. And he breaks through and goes for Psy Shock here. Hopefully we survive it, because then we can maybe win. I mean, we survived it. Let's go for a Roost here. We have the paralysis, and that's important. If we can get lucky with paralysis, we can win, but we have to get lucky with paralysis, and that's not a winning formula. Sludge Bomb, we have our Kebia. If I got to Scizor that turn, that would have been beautiful. But do we take this hit? Nah, we don't. Oh, because he crit. Maybe the crit mattered there, so that's unfortunate. Whatever. Again, I'm so fine with this. Let's go Scizor. He probably just says fuck it and switches out now. Like, there's really no reason for him to stay in anymore because he got rid of all my special threats. So we're just going for a knockoff here. We'll just go for the knockoff. If he goes into the Slowbro, he goes into Slowbro. We get rid of its Rocky Helmet. Because the Rotom's around, I don't think we can beat it. But yeah, he switches out. He goes into Slowbro, right? Yeah, in comes Sean. So Sean is going to kill us here with the Rocky Helmet. And we go down. Which is A-okay. And we go into Persian. And we click knockoff. Because it doesn't matter. If I had nasty plot on this Persian, if I was like an offensive Persian this time around, it could have been very scary for him. But let's go for a nasty knockoff. Wow. Confusing myself here. We'll see. Do we get the KO? I doubt it. Oh, so close. Oh my god. That's how that, I forgot about that. If it doesn't get the KO, if you get the KO with the helmet damage going for a knockoff, it doesn't actually knock off the helmet. Forgot about that completely. Let's go for another knockoff. That's fine. Maybe he goes into Rotom. Maybe he goes Rotom. No, he lets us get a kill. Hooray! I'm so excited. We got a kill. A second kill. I shouldn't let my D-Knight, like, I gotta give my D-Knight all the respect it deserves. It gets the kill. Good prep on his part, honestly, good prep. He must think we're not gonna play again. Okay, Urshifu comes out. Probably gonna be scarfed. Let's just go for the play rough here. He's scarfed. Like, I'm pretty confident he's gonna be scarfed here. Yeah, there's the scarf. And down goes Salem. Now we can go hard into Uxie. And because Uxie only has U-turn, I'm just going to forfeit. Like, it's just hit run live because there's really nothing that we can do. I don't want to stall this game out any more than it has to be stalled out. But yeah, that's going to be it. So we're going to pick up a 4-0 loss here in a game that I really did not care about. It looks like Vepsis care. It looks like he cared a lot. And that's saying something. So, yeah. I'm going to put my headphones back on and get back in the call with everyone, say hi and have them make fun of me for a bit because I ended up losing to this stupid fat. And that is going to be it, guys. I don't have any thoughts about it because it really didn't matter. We clinched playoffs. Vepsis clinched playoffs, so I don't know why he brought this kind of team. But hey, more power to him. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys enjoyed watching me get smacked around for a bit with Regenerator stupidity, leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts on the battle down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already because we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers and we start playoffs not next week but the week after. I don't know who our opponent is going to be. It'll be a surprise for both you and me. But guys, thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you all next time.